Hi everyone, here I am sharing experience of our European motorcycle dream tour which has come to an end but the memories will last forever. Riding 3000 kilometers through breathtaking landscape in 7 countries Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia and Bosnia with an amazing group of 4 was truly unforgettable. Huge props to Archit, who is just 19 and already crushing it. The scenery, the thrill, the camaraderie, everything exceeded our expectations. After our ride, we visited Vienna and chilled out for 3 days just as a regular tourist. We started with a scenic train journey from Switzerland to Munich, that is Germany, mirroring the iconic DDLJ inspiration. After taking our bikes at Munich, we enjoyed full throttle of our BMW GS 1250cc and traveled from there through Austria and reached Slovenia. Stayed there for a day in a awesome hotel surrounded by snow mountains. But reaching there was not an easy task. We got to struggle in adverse weather conditions. Temperature of 5-6 degrees Celsius and riding in rain was tough task. On the peak, the temperature further dropped down and at 1 and 2 degrees we experienced snowflakes falling on us. Archit got his hands completely freezed and got it rock solid. We all then helped him to get out of this trouble and began our journey and reached Slovenia. The next day started from Slovenia to reach Croatia, but when reached a peak, got to know that the road ahead is completely closed. So we returned back all the way and then entered Italy to reach Croatia. This unexpected change provided an opportunity to witness and experience the excellent engineering of roads and tunnels carved through the towering mountains. That day, that day evening, we enjoyed seeing awesome view from our hotel room balcony at Croatia. Then started from our hotel Rose, located on seashore of Novi Vindolski, and reached Omiz in Croatia via Split City. No words to explain about the ride on this route, the world famous coastal route. We found so many bike riders on this route enjoying and witnessing the world famous scenic coastal route. We had ridden not less than 400 kilometers through this scenic coastal line, stayed at Omiz in a castle converted to hotel accommodation, soaked in the beautiful view from our hotel, and next day morning we went for a big round of walk around. After breakfast, visited one castle nearby and then started our journey for next destination, that is Dubrovnik. On our way, we visited Biokovo, a famous pass having sky walk, which makes you scared and also get you feel of flying high by standing on the glass above the deep valley. Breathtaking experience while taking cold breeze and seeing the spectacular view of mountains and the blue sea. Then again got back to ride through the scenic coastal route and reached Dubrovnik. At Dubrovnik, we stayed for 2 nights and relaxed. Seen the amazing architecture of old town of Dubrovnik, where so many tourists from different part of the world visit. Our hotel being nearby that area, we enjoyed visiting the place during day as well as at night. Many places look completely different under the stars or city lights at night, adding a whole new layer of magic to their daytime charm. Next day, that is 20th May 2025, we started for Mostar, a city in Bosnia and Herzegovina. When we entered, we found and felt that we entered India. Very similar to Sahyadri ranges, with similar alongside trees, shrubs, plants, and grass everywhere. We found that this particular country is financially not that sound, and the road conditions as well as overall atmosphere and infrastructure is not in a very good shape. After so much of ride through multiple countries, this is the only place where we experience different entry and exit at the border. This is the place, this is the first place where we have been asked to show passport while exiting Croatia along with vehicle papers and also same step while entering Bosnia to reach Mostar. Our passport also got stamped as exit and entry at both these places. After entering Bosnia as a Bosnia country, we had mouth-watering brunch at a resort kind of a place. Currency of Bosnia gave us a big relief while settling the bill. Bosnian mark is 50% of euro value, so we got very good saving while paying our bill. After reaching our hotel at Mostar, we marveled at the beautifully preserved old structure in the historic city and kept off evening with a delightful early dinner, a perfect blend of heritage and flavor. Winded up our day early and returned back to our hotel to take rest and get ready for the next day. The next day, that is 21st May 2025, we began Mostar to reach Sibnik. The journey from Mostar was full of monsters weather. Europe gave red alert of thunderstorm in this area. With our mind full of mental pressure and extreme adverse weather conditions, we began our journey bit early. It was constantly raining on this route and we had tough time riding our bikes in cold weather. Rain made our hands wet and additionally cold weather started making it freezed. But we had no choice but to ride hard. Thus, by the grace of God, we did not have to face too much of extreme and reach Sibnik safely. Our hotel in Sibnik was located at the entrance of wildlife and was very calm and welcoming. Next day, that is 22nd May 2025, we started from Sibnik to reach Senj in Croatia. Exciting journey of more than 300 kilometers with feast of witnessing few great places like Jelgava Air Base, one of the most famous air base located between the border of Croatia and Bosnia in the mountain, which is the largest underground hangar and military air base in erstwhile Yugoslavia. Enjoyed the location and reached Senj. Our hotel was located on the sea shape of seashore and we had great time of experiencing much more than the necklace point of Mumbai. Life is certainly full of ups and downs, great times to be paid off by different challenges, and thus next day we had the biggest challenging day, that is 23rd May 2025. We were completely ready to ride but couldn't start because of rain and heavy wind. The wind was flying crazy and we had to wait till it gets reduced. So after waiting for almost an hour, we started our journey. It was constantly raining and unfortunately a small mishap happened. One of our rider Ame slowed down a bit because of tremendous pressure of wind on our way, which was on sort of a valley, and his bike got toppled because of heavy wind pressure. Archit then stopped behind him and same thing happened to him and his bike got toppled. Looking at this, I just stopped and before I could even know anything, my bike immediately got toppled because of tremendous wind pressure. Fortunately, cars coming behind us stopped and one person from the first car got down and helped me to get all these three bikes lifted and stand. Before this incident, I never experienced how strong and tremendous wind pressure can be. God saved us from this natural calamity and we crossed Croatia and reached Slovenia, then Italy, and finally reached our destination, Hermagor, at Austria. Extremely scenic place, Hermagor. Washed over all our worries and pressure that we carried throughout the day. After taking evening walk, photos, videos, etc., in the paradise, we had a fantastic dinner with a glass of wine and slept to get ready for the final day ride to begin early in the morning. Our on our next day of biking, that was 24th of May 2025, we began our journey from Hermagor in Austria early because we had to complete more than 300 kilometers to reach destination at Munich, Germany. There we had to return our bikes, complete all the required formalities and go to station to catch the train for Vienna. So we started earlier. It was very cold. A sudden cold wave came last night and lasted till then. We began our journey by wearing a lot of warm clothes. The journey was so romantic that every view was breathtakingly beautiful. Our eyes struggled to take it all in. The nature's splendor left us really spellbound. When we reached on the top to cross Mangrat Pass, we were not allowed to go ahead as there was lot of snowfall during night and it was risky for the bikers or the bikes to go ahead. So we had to return back and come almost 70 kilometers back and take another route. Coming back from that scenic and romantic route was a feast. Though we had to come back, we did not feel bad and enjoyed that journey. But the journey ahead was again bit challenging. The route we began to go ahead was through mountains only, and conquering the mountains in freezing temperature was thrillingly tough. Riding through 4 5 degrees Celsius and then 2 3 degrees Celsius with the snowfall demanded lot of skills and guts. Really strong test of endurance. Thus, we reached the highway, and riding there in such a heavy wind was again a test of full endurance and courage. God is great. We all safely reached our final destination to return our bikes and completed all required formalities. Shared stories of our ride over the heartwarming chat, and then hopped into a cab to catch our train to Vienna. Enjoyed sightseeing at Vienna for 2 days and returned back with a lot of memories to India. Friends, few important points which you all should know. I was really thinking that I'll be able to see many Mercedes and BMW there, but I have seen many brands like Suzuki, Toyota, Mitsubishi, Peugeot, Fiat, Chevrolet, Honda, Hyundai in ample as compared to Mercedes and BMW. Found Citroen and Volkswagen abundantly, but yes, I have seen many Mercedes in commercial vehicle segment like vans, trucks, buses, etc. So we need to understand that the product which is manufactured in the respective country is not in extensive use, but we buy the same product at a very high cost and use it. When we seen many villages there, we found that villages in our country are also very well maintained and have good infrastructure and roads these days. Villages in India are certainly similar to those in Europe, but the habit of upkeepness is remarkable at Europe. Population is the important key at both the countries, which can manage to keep each and every place properly. People calling us in their hotel or shops, like what we see in at Sarasbag or Chowpatty, etc., is same there too. Friends, after all, everyone need business. While traveling, we came across with few interesting names of villages and towns like Rupa, Rupa, Malowan, which is like Malwan, Prem, Prem, Zaga. What does that mean? Zaga, Boka. Name of a village is Boka. So, with all these found memories, we returned back and had a fantastic time together. Thank you.